Hello and welcome to the Quever channel. I am Jason, your host. It's pretty cold today, but yay, I'm here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It's my birthday today. It's just a normal day though, because as you get older, especially if you live alone or if your family are no longer around, I have my friends, but it's not as big a deal as when you're younger. It really isn't. So I'm in my mid-50s now. I'm a pretty good day. I feel good. I managed to sleep 4 hours last night. That is a really good thing for me. It may seem weird, but 4 hours is a really good sleep for me. My body seems to be one of those ones that can exist on a small amount of sleep. Let's do a health update. Seems a good idea. There isn't really all that much to tell because in about a month's time or less than a month. Oh, the dog's squeaking. The dog probably wanted one of these. Let's get this one first. Would you like one of these? Do you want one? I'm not bringing it over to you. You've got to come get it. Stop being lazy. Good dog there. See, have a stretch. Sit down. Sit. Sit. There we go. So health. In about a month or a bit less, there'll be a big battery of blood tests to keep an eye on my body and see if there's any issues. He'll check everything. Diabetes related, potassium related, everything. Because once you go baseline, you have to leave it a certain amount of time before you take others. Otherwise, you need space between each one. But everything feels okay. I'm still eating a good potassium rich diet, and I've got my potassium supplements that I have every day. I feel in myself as if I'm okay. It's hard to tell with physical health as you get older, because you do have new aches and pains and you just have to get used to them. But what's normal and what isn't normal? In myself, I'm feeling okay. I've got a balanced meal plan now that's really working well. I've done a lot over the last 2 months or so. I've done a lot of tests and checked different foods. Some were bad, some were good. Chinese I can't really ever have again. That was the only one that came close to hitting, I think it was 10.4, my blood sugar. That was scary. I got it down by doing exercise and stuff and that was just a basic chicken chow mein with a bit of rice, fried rice. So it's sort of, I can handle medium glycemic stuff like chips and things like that, but you have to have something like meat with it so that it slows down the digestion. But I can't slow down the digestion too much because that is affected by my gastric problems that create more acid. So it's a balancing act. So this morning I had my Huel. It's usually a Huel or it's a cereal with almond milk, unsweetened almond milk. Either of those barely even touch my blood sugar. But remember, when it comes to Huel, it's not the white one. The white one is higher carbs. The black version is low carbs, higher protein. And the same with cereal. It's high protein, low carbs, zero sugar cereal. So it's usable. Then there comes my lunch, which when I go downstairs, I have a routine. When I go downstairs to have my tablets and everything, which I've done, because the routine is go downstairs, do my stuff, come back up and do a vlog. That's if I've got something on my mind, that's what happened. Yes, baby, you've still got it there. You haven't eaten it, so you're not getting another one. He likes to collect them. You are a good boy, but no. If you want a love, you can come here. Come here for a love if you want. So, stop acting all cute. You are beautiful, but I'm not coming over there. I'm not coming over there tonight. Come here. We'll have that. He's got that. Eat that. Yeah, he'll eat it now. Okay, so what was I saying? Distraction by the dog happened. We know this. So yeah, once I've had, that is my routine. Go downstairs, have my supplements, have my tablets. Then it's done. It's out of the way. Then I have my breakfast, which is usually the cereal thingy. Then I do my lunch, because I always like to have the lunch done and out of the way. So I've got an Instapot pressure cooker I use on the pressure cooker setting. My lunch is garden peas, a few carrots, some cauliflower, some spinach, maybe a bit of broccoli, and cabbage as the veg. And I found the best thing, because I'm creating like a soup. It's like a low amount of liquid soup. It's really nice. And if I add one slice of bacon and one sausage, or instead of a sausage, one simple burger, then cook that lot for about 8 minutes in the pressure cooker. And then I eat it between 10 and 11 in the morning and it's got paprika, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of garlic, pepper, a little bit of mixed herbs in there, and a tiny bit of low salt stock. That meal as well does not raise my blood sugar. So I know then that by midday I've had 2 meals, about roughly coming to about 600, 700, 800 calories in total. And then I've got to create 2 more meals for the day. Now this is where I've always had problems, the other 2 meals, because there was never really anything that fit really well. I can have an omelette, 3 eggs, a little bit of cheese, some mushrooms, a slice of bacon and some onions with a little bit of paprika and a few other herbs, and just chopped up. And it isn't really omelette because it doesn't stay together. It's more hash. It's more an omelette slash hash. And I can have that as one of my meals. And then I have usually a small meal later. But if I want a meal that's more substantial, that period between midday and basically 5 p.m, if I want a more substantial meal than that, then I can have a pasta meal. I can have whole wheat pasta, which digests slower, and whole wheat pasta plus a tin of chopped tomatoes plus some mushrooms, if I've got some fresh mushrooms in. The sauce I do in the actual pressure cooker as well. See, the whole point is the reason I do it in the pressure cooker is because the pressure cooker makes the food easier to digest. Pressure cooked food It's soft, it's easy for my, it doesn't trigger my problems with my stomach and my stomach acid. So it makes a nice little sauce to go with the pasta. Add a little tiny bit of Parmesan style cheese and a little bit of cheddar if I've got any in. And then I choose a meat that can go with it, which is usually either a slice of bacon or some tuna, and just let that all cook up. That can be the thing meal. And then later on I might have some cereal, or I might have a couple of snacks. I've found just one type of crisps that I can, well, two types of crisps now. Sunbites, they seem to not boost or do any harm, or some Eat Real if I've got them in. And that's how my day's food goes. And that's stable, and I don't mind eating the same thing pretty much every day for 6 months at a time. I'll have to change it up at some point in time because my brain will get bored with it, but it will take 6 months or so for my brain to get bored with it. And this allows me to I can also, if I want a treat, it's my birthday, I could have a treat today. I can't. Would you like another one? Would you like another sweet? He wants another sweet. Come on. Sit down. These are still his favourite. The basic Dental Life ones. It's good for his teeth, and it was tasty. So, food-wise, everything's okay. As I said, I can have stuff from Wright's Pies. Yes, my blood sugar will go up to 8.4, 8.5, but that's okay. So I can't have cakes, of course, but then I can have a couple of oatcakes with cheese, and I do better with oatcakes. I can't have oatcakes with just cheese and tomato. For some reason, that spikes my blood. But if I have oatcakes with cheese and sausage or cheese and bacon in there, the meat slows down the digestion, the mixture, and it doesn't spike it as much. I can also have a corned beef hash pasty or a meat and potato pie if I want to. Those are treats. Those are if I want something different in the afternoon. So I do have options for the thing. But no, I can't have stuff from Toby's Carvery or anything like that anymore. I used to love having their full potato meals because the gravy and everything, it's got too much stuff in it. No go on most of the things. I wish I could have pizza, but pizza would be... I can have that special kind of pizza, but they're very expensive. The keto pizza. And if I haven't got the space in the freezer at the moment. My freezer is full of vegetables and basic bits and pieces. I could refine my food better. It's a balance, but it'd cost. Like instead of having the bacon, instead of having the bacon and actual sausages, I could get chicken breast, but chicken breasts or turkey mince. But the price of those things is just too much. And corn was interesting, but it was like fucking cardboard. I'm sorry, I've got to say that. If you had corn in anything, corn mince, you basically had to load that mince with some kind of flavours in that, because by the time it cooked, it had lost nearly all its texture and all its taste. So it isn't that I don't like food that doesn't have meat in it. It just was making my meals so bland that I had to stop it. So yeah, this is Jason. I am okay. I'm playing lots of Warframe, but I've added other games to my list. You see, As I've showed you on Habitica, I've got a list of things I do every day. And the nice thing is I'm managing at the moment to do them all. So I'm making sure that I watch some TV, that I watch a film. Now I've sorted out my NAS and got all my films and TV series on system. I've started watching some of them. I'm continuing going through Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I've started rewatching the Tremors movie. I've just watched Tremors 3. All these things are not a luxury, are not a hobby or anything. They're actually part of my treatment. To make sure I do all these different things every day is part of the treatment. And adding a few more games each day for me to play. So I've added balloons. I used to play balloons all the time, but I sort of burnt out when I made the mistake of streaming it, and I was streaming just that game all the time. So I've re-added balloons. So there's balloons, Palia. Now Palia is a free-to-play MMO. And it's one of the most chillest and nicest places I've ever been. No, you're not having another. You've had two. You've got to save the other one till later. So, it's, how to explain it? People are nice there. I've never really been in an MMO where people are nice. People don't kill each other. It's basically, I'm gardening at the moment and making preserves in my plot. And I can go explore and gather wood and things like that. There's quests and that, but you're never in danger. You're dying. You can hunt, but there's like, it was my friend from America that she says, if you need something, just chill and that. It has a monetization in there, like these free-to-play MMOs are, but I've never even looked at it. And that's the nice thing. I might look at it because I want to give something back to the game. But at the moment, it's like, wow, I can just chill here. I've also got a farm now with, they look like chickens and they have eggs, but they're bikini or something. And I've got a couple of what are basically like truffle pigs, but with fur that collect mushrooms for me. And I've got a couple of cows in there, and I just have a farm where I get all. I've got some plots where I get, and it's so freaking chill. It's not challenging. And the people there are absolutely. I don't think I've ever played. In fact, I might do an entire video about it after this. Yeah, I will. Anyway, so take care of yourself. I'll continue this video in the next one. But yeah, so my games that I do play, just wanted to finish that off. It's every day I play at least a round on balloons. I play Palia, I play Star Trek Online, and I play Warframe. And I put that time in each day to grab my brain, to give me challenges. Different games give different type of challenge. Like Palia is more the chill out. It was as if I was playing Stardew Valley and stuff like that. The kind of chill thing where you just want your brain to just relax and de-stress. Whereas when it comes to Star Trek Online, it's combat and creating the ships and that. And when it comes to Warframe, it's super ninja action, and I'm trying to always, because I'm doing some mid to end game stuff, and it's like trying to make sure I've got everything in place. And it's kind of cool to have those different types of games, different kind of challenges for my brain, because it's all about keeping your brain active. After all, you've got to remember, my mum had dementia, my auntie had dementia, maybe other people in my family had dementia, So I have no idea whether I'll be hit with it either. But one of the things that you can make sure of is just keep your brain active. Because one of the dangers with my issues is my brain can just fade away. Now, if I'm going to do a video about Paola, should I do it on the other computer? I haven't recorded on the other computer or streamed on it for a while. I think I'll do it on there. Yeah, why not? So, take care of yourself. We'll expect a gameplay video from me in about however long it takes me to set up that computer. So, bye-bye for now.